What's going on, YouTubers? I'm back. It's been a little while for sure. My shop is an absolute mess. Nothing is organized, nothing's been done. But I did figure out the running issue on my bike. All it was this connector here that goes to the TCI. I plugged it in and unplugged it. And I saw that on a forum, and someone said that's all I did to fix their bike, so I tried it just to see if the connection was bad. And then also this wire right here, I don't know if you can see it there, coming off my coil. When I went to check that wire, I took a look at it and it wasn't crimped. Whoever did the wiring previous to me getting the bike, they just pressure fit the wire into the connector and then connected it to the coil, so that was probably part of it. So now it fires up, it runs, both cylinders are firing, so I'm going to move forward with the build now. And I've got the single carb on the homemade manifold I made here. I know the lighting sucks, but that seems to be working pretty good so far. And then the forward controls, I like everything on them. You know, I made them myself, but I want to bring this in now, probably about 2 or 3 inches per side, so it doesn't sit as far out. So I'm going to work on that, and then I got to also extend the brake lever here, so it's not a, right now it's a heel brake and I don't like it, so I've either got to extend this rod or figure out another linkage. Put the battery back in so it's not sitting like that. And then future, I'm going to cut the frame off, run the solo seat, different fender. I've still got the handlebars here that I was working on. So I'm going to cut those down. They're a little bit big, so I'm going to cut them down. I don't know if you can see those black lines on there. Cut them where the black lines are. And then run those handlebars. I've got to sand the fender down. I'm thinking about white walling the tires. I've got some of this Plastidip stuff here. This is the red. I got the white as well. I was thinking about doing red rimmed white tires. I know it's kind of played out in the bobber thing, but that's the kind of bike that first got me into bobbers. So, you know, why not build a bike similar to what got me into them to start off with? And other than that, you know, like I said, a different seat, paint, some detail stuff. I'm thinking maybe also ditching the rear suspension and either hardtailing it just with some struts, or run a hardtail like I did the last bike. Weld the bar in directly right there and give more of that hardtail look. We'll see. I haven't fully committed to any of the ideas yet, so. But first, I might tackle this mess, but maybe not. My first step is just to get those forward controls here. Right now, foot sits there, but it's, you know, that's a full hand width away from the side of the bike, so I'd like to move the peg into about centered here on both sides, so good 2 or 3 inches per side, move it in. So I'm going to get going on some of these projects, and I'll do a mix between video and photo updates between YouTube and ChopCult, metricbobber.com, and whatever other forums I'm on. I'll post links for everything below so you guys can follow along, for whoever is following along. And we'll see where this ends up. So for now, I'm going to get to work and take some pictures. So I'll talk to you on the next video. Peace. Alright, YouTubers, we're back. The shop is still a mess, but we got a couple updates for you. Front fender is being sanded. We got the forward controls. this is the brake side. Just did a, I don't know if you can see that at all. It's a welded chain link from a piece of chain that I had. I added a spring here to give some good tension. So it actually feels like you're pushing the brakes now, because that chain was so heavy. I needed a little more resistance because it was so easy to push the pedal down. And then the front fork controls on this side. And if you remember before, I said there was a hand width, but so now it's right up next to the bike. I think it looks a little bit better. I think that's all we had to do. I had to refabricate the linkage to work, and then adjust the pedal a bit for the shifter, because I could shift down, but up was too much tension. Brakes work, everything's good there. So now the next step, I guess, beyond cosmetic stuff, will be to do some spark plug reads, check the tuning, and hopefully get it running good. It starts up now, idles good, revs, all that stuff, but I haven't done a spark plug read yet, so I don't know how we're actually running in regards to efficiency or anything. But for now, it's coming together. I was thinking about using this fender as the rear fender, but I might put it back on the front and use this old one I have. I think it's off my dad's Virago, actually. Use that as the rear fender after I do the chop and stuff. So probably still mount my tail light and license plate right to the little fender. And then I was thinking about this chain here, the same chain. Let me see that better now. This is the same chain I used for the linkage there, for the brakes. I thought maybe of making a little sissy bar. See how it goes. I don't want like a big huge sissy bar on this bike. It's too short of a bike anyway. So just do a little sissy bar like I did on the last bike there. And then other than that, I just want to put the other handlebars on. They're sitting over there. Give it a little more height up front. And then ride it, because I sold the last one right after I finished building it. So this time I actually want to do a little bit of riding and see how it goes. But that's where we sit right now. I'll probably just edit this video into the other one because it's only 4 minutes or whatever. And then I'll maybe post a couple pictures that I took, and then we'll update everything online here for you guys. So that's it for now. So we'll catch you on the next video. Peace.